mean, I'm showing three silkscreen works, and the nice specific fact is the wallpaper here in the back, which is doubling the booth with the whole works. Yeah, I mean, these are new works which are made out of posters, which weren't used before. I mean, real posters, which are used for sending out as information, like invitations or simply text that I like to publish and distribute this way. And I'm using the layout of these posters here in a serial arrangement. Again, like a recycled work in a way. So it's not the first time that I'm using a wallpaper. I've done it before, I think like 2005. I was doubling the show of Neo Rauch in the gallery at David Zwirner. So this is the first time for me that I'm doing it in a color and not in black and white. And yeah, also I think at Art Cologne I was doubling the neighbor's booth. Why I'm doing that? I mean, it's the documentation that becomes also a kind of subject in a way. And what is nice here to see is that the wall on which the wallpaper is placed on is showing the same wall empty. So there's a kind of emptiness in the documentation somehow. It's kind of paradox of showing something which is empty at the same time. I think very often in the media I'm called like the conceptual artist from Frankfurt, but I wouldn't define myself as a conceptual artist, I have to say. I was studying with Hermann Nietzsche, so maybe what I learned was producing a lot of posters for each event. I mean, after my studies in Frankfurt, it was like falling down out of school and don't know what to do. So I rent a house where I did my own exhibition space somehow. And the documentation of this 3 years while I had the exhibition space, this was the point when David found the book about this space. So he got interested through the documentation that I did about my work, which was the work itself somehow. Yeah, and that's how we started in 2005, I guess. There is a show in June, my first museum show at the Schirn Kunsthalle in Frankfurt. Everybody's invited to come. I think it will be a good show. For the first time it will be a kind of retrospective. I mean, not a real retrospective, but yeah, I'm not producing new works. It will be a collection of existing works brought together in one space.